It is time. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Are we working? Hello, hello, hello. Man, I had to do some new stuff again. YouTube changed something and I don't know, crazy. I don't know why they have to mess with stuff that's working fine, but whatever. Hey, C Gray. Oh, I still need you to make your headboard sticker. Out today, about to make a 4-hour drive home. Going to miss today's stream. Have a good stream. Oh, thanks for checking in, C Gray. Have a safe trip, man. Hello, Bashar. Christopher, how's it going, brother? Hello, everyone. What's today's subject? Today's subject, you jumping right in. Today's subject is going to be version 2 of the blinds already. I just have some things I wanted to talk about because I made some improvements and some changes, and they're good. They're good. And then, so I wanted to get that out to you right away. So how's it going, everybody? Man, what a good gang. How can I get a sticker? Alex, we're going to do a drawing at the end of the stream, and we'll give away 2 envelopes of stickers, and you could be one of them. You could be one of them. I got to do something. I still haven't done it, but I got to figure out some way to make it so that you don't have to be here just at the end of the stream. But right now, that's how it is. Right now, we'll do it usually at the end of the stream. So if you're around at the end of the stream, all you got to do is type in the chat, and having been active in the chat, and you're entered in the drawing, and then we just pick 2 random people. Please make a video of it. Install Home Assistant on a Raspberry Pi. You know what? Oh man, I'm sorry if I wish I could say that name. Charudot. It's cool. Anyways, JuanMtech. In fact, let's see if the bot is working. My bot has been such a butt. If you type, I don't know if that's working or not. Oh, it's working there. Good. Well, then I wonder if the stream command is working. Maybe it's not the bot that's not working. Maybe it's just the stream command that's not working. Stickers. Oh, thanks, John. I'm excited for it, man. I'm excited. John's got some good ideas for some good means for producing some cool stickers. There it is. So it must be, it's just Discord then, because the Nightbot seems to be working here in YouTube. That's funny. I don't know, whatever. Things break, you know? I'm going to blame it on an update of Home Assistant. Anyways, for the best install Home Assistant on a Raspberry Pi video, I always reference JuanMtech's video. Juan does a great video on getting started with Home Assistant. In fact, I even linked it in the blinds video I just finished this week. So there's a link in the description of that video, and he does a good job. I don't need to redo it because he does it well enough. In fact, he does some things now you don't even need to do anymore. But it's not hard. He'll walk you through it. Hey, Adono, how's it going? You missed. No, I did answer your request. I got you. I'm sorry. I'm watching chat in a few different places here. TMC backline is the rule, read-only rule. Don't know anything about that. 7 hugs. Has anyone used 7 hugs as a Cavo alternative? Ooh, that's an interesting. I have not heard of that one. I know Rob did that Cavo review and was disappointed. Wanted it to be better than it was. I didn't watch his whole thing, but can't stay long. Going out for dinner in about 30 minutes. All right, Piston. Well, thanks for being here anyways. Big thanks to Tollbringer for helping you set up HAsIO. Oh man, I missed the rest of that. Scrolled away. On Proxmox, up and running, working great. It's because Tollbringer is a stud. He's awesome. Greetings from the Midwest Horse Show in Wisconsin. Sitting in the Coliseum watching horses demonstrate stuff. Well, I'm glad you're tuning in, Sir Good Enough. Thanks for being here. Oh, working on a DIY alarm. DIY alarm's good. So what are you using, Adono? Do you have sensors already? Do you have wired sensors? Are you putting in new RF sensors? And then what kind of trigger, or not triggers, alarm? Like, what's your action? What's it going to do? Because I did mine and I was so excited about it, and then nobody has used it. Nobody's ever even turned it on. I use it when the kids are in my office. Sometimes I light it off on them. 7 Hugs does lighting and audio equipment. Oh, cool. Having issues using static IP on ESPhome. Any ideas? Won't always connect. You shouldn't have to use the static IP anymore, Nigel. They fixed it. I had to do that too because my dynamic DNS or whatever it is that, you know, when you do something.local or whatever in your local network, mine wasn't working and at first. And so I had to always use a static IP address for each node, each ESPhome node. But then they fixed something changed, and version like 1.11 or something. And now I don't have to do it anymore. So I just run through the wizard, the normal setup wizard, and it works. I haven't had to do that anymore. So I am missing so much stuff in the chat. You guys are great. I hope I'm seeing the most important stuff. Hi from Slovenia. How's it going? Romania, awesome. Having issues not doing OTA. Really? Thomas, I wonder, that's weird. My ESPhome has been working fantastic. Hey, Adrian, thanks for being here. Do I get a NodeMCU to show on a Mac OS? Oh, man. So when Paul, Mac OS is very unfriendly to these UART, I guess that's what you'd call them, UART adapters. So like the NodeMCU and the D1 Mini have a built-in, serial to USB adapter translator. And the Mac is really bad about letting those have access. So let's open up a new window. I'm pretty sure what you have to do, it's something like this X210C driver Mac, something like that. It's a UART driver for Mac. No. Yep, here. So you're gonna need this. This is gonna give you some instructions. This USB to UART bridge, something like that. Oh, hey, Stephen, thank you. Thank you. Hey, when you do that, you can type in and it'll say something out loud. But thank you very much, Stephen. I appreciate that. Have I helped you? I must have helped you in some way. Thank you. Let's see. There's a better article though. This is just the tools. Anyways, it's these guys make the thing you need, this Silicon Labs. Here you go. This is what you need. So you're going to need to grab this right here. So I'll give you this link. All right. Oh, Adrian's got one that works too. Yeah, I've just had so many troubles with getting USB connections with all different kinds of Arduino sort of boards with a Mac. I put my D1 Mini on a different VLAN and now it can't OTA it with my laptop. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stolen VW. Can you not access it through that VLAN? Can you change your laptop to that network and then attach to it? Is the updated TUIA still on Flashable? As far as I know. Does anybody have any different ideas, or anybody know anything different? As far as I know, if you have the latest, if you have a TUIA device with the latest firmware, our wonderful TUIA convert's not working. So do not update any TUIA devices that you have. Oh, thank you. All right, where are we at? Can't get MotionEye to install. I get this fatal configured cert file is not found. I'm not sure what the cert file is or how to configure one. Interesting. I don't know that you. Is there some? It's not an SSL thing. You don't have it as SSL when it's not really SSL. I don't know what let's look at my, I gotta have things arranged just right, you know? Let's look at MotionEye here and see what my config looks like. I don't think there's any passwords in it. So that's all my config is right there. So if it's looking for this cert file and it's not there, it's supposed to create it. That's interesting. I don't know. Maybe if Frank shows up, he can help us, or if anybody else has an idea for you. But that's all. That's what I would expect the problem to be, is somewhere right there. So did OTA move it to the VLAN? It did work before. How's it going, David? DNS won't trans. Oh, you guys got working on something else. Good. Good. I love seeing you guys helping each other. You guys have, somebody asks a question, somebody else is answering it before I even read the question. All right. All right. So, hey, do you guys want to see my version 2 of the blinds? Seems like everybody has watched the blinds video. It's been a good week for blinds videos. Rob put his out, and then I did one like the next day. Didn't mean to like overlap too much, but we complemented each other pretty well. I think that he did a great job of the tilt mechanism, and I did probably a very poor job of the tilt mechanism. And and I did my tilt mechanism has a problem, so it worked well. Did I update my MQTT broker, and is it working for me? I think so. Let me see. Let's look right here and see if my MQTT broker it's up to date. So then let's just flip some switches. Yeah, it's working. Everything seems to be working. What happened, Basher? Yours broke, huh? Okay. Let me show you first. Let's look at a lot of what I did to make improvements were 3D printed stuff. Some of it I made, and some of it was Paul. Is Paul here yet? Hey, Frank. Frank, somebody had a problem with a cert file on MotionEye. Not sure if I just showed him my config. Maybe it got worked out, but if not, maybe you can point him to whatever the problem is. Anywho's, hey, Demps, how's it going, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Fibaro motion gives random motions and others gives no motion. Oh boy. All right, let's look at some of these things. Okay, so we're going to look at the blinds thing. So a couple of the problems that I had with the blinds, remember from the end of the video, one of the problems was it was really noisy. It was doing a lot of squeaking, and I don't like squeaking. Do you like squeaking? Nobody likes squeaking, especially really loud squeaking, annoying squeaking. So in order to avoid the squeaking, we did a couple things. One, this pulley setup right here, this is at 2 parts. One is the pulley itself, and then the other part is this, this base, this whole base here. So this fits in the end of the blinds. I have one printed out here for you to see. This fits, this is the pulley system right here. And it fits at the end of the blinds. And it's better than using the pulley that I was using. I was using the pulley that came with the blinds, and it was nice because I thought, oh great, I got a pulley here, but it wasn't routing the string in a good way, and it was kind of getting bound up and such. So if you can do this 3D printed pulley setup here, and you just pop it in the end of the blinds like that, and now you've got a nice pulley that fits right there in the end, and it's nice and smooth, and it's just 3D printed parts and a screw. That's it. I just put a little screw through there, and that was it. It's all good. So that's a major thing, because it helps with the routing of the string so that it doesn't have to bind on a bunch of stuff. And then the other thing that I did that I think is revolutionary is I made these little bumps. I don't know what else to call them other than like string guides or something, string bumps. So that's what this other part is right here. And I'll move that so you can see it there for a second, but that's this part right here. And all it is, it's upside down. That's how it actually sits in there. And all it is just this is a frame that's the same size as the channel, and then this bump just sits up higher, and it's nice and round, so the string can just go right over the top of it. And what it does, now we'll go back to the desk. what it does is makes it so that the string will not bind up on the barrels or anything else. So you put one of those at this end of the barrel, or one barrel, and then at the other end, over here, like this, and now that string is completely free and doesn't bind up on anything. So that's really awesome. Now, if you don't have a 3D printer, Timo, right there telling you, you got to get one, right? Go to Rob's video. If you're going to buy a 3D printer, go to Rob's video and click on his link for the Ender from Amazon, just to help out Rob. Oh, there he is right there. Oh, and he just got another one. Oh, cool. He just put that out that day. If you go to this video here, he's got a blah, 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 blah. He's got a link here, I'm sure, for the 3D printer right here. So grab that. Copy. El Pesto. That's Spanish. Okay. Anyways, so if you don't, however, have a 3D printer, I've got an idea of what you could do to get the same kind of function without a 3D printer. And I think all you would need is like a wooden dowel. You know, maybe 3/4 of an inch or an inch around, something like that. And then just put that in. Oh, my camera just fell over. If you have a dowel in the channel, so instead of having this piece, you just have a wooden dowel right here. And it would have to be so that it, you know, you'd have to arrange it so that it sits up just above the edge of the channel here. And you'd probably have to just put a screw through each side into the dowel. And that would make the same sort of a bump. You just need something very round that sits just barely above this edge of the channel here. And then it will make sure the string goes up above everything up here and it doesn't rub on any plastic parts. It doesn't have to make any turns. And you could even do the same thing with a pulley. You could make a pulley by doing the same thing. Just put a dowel right across here. Just a short little piece of wooden dowel right here. And then run your string, the string that comes up here. It comes up here to go around the dowel, and then it'll go on top with those other spots. So I looked in my garage yesterday. I thought I had a dowel, but I didn't. So I'm going to have to go to the store and get one. And then I'll put that together and show you how that might work. But anyways, that's that. I'm excited about that. I'm excited. That worked pretty well. Hey, Paul, you recognize that? You recognize this? That's yours. That's yours. And then I was just going through telling him about this little string bump that I made to route the string above everything so that it doesn't get bound up. And it works really well. It works really well. I thought, put it that. What's that? How about cut a Bic pen the size? Yeah, you could do that too, Father Time. You sure could. Yeah, anything, man. Anything that is, you know, kind of round. Anything that's kind of round that you could use to mount up there to get the string up above everything. And then you put one at the end, you know, the two strings come up, and then you want them to head towards the shortest side, whatever side they go to is the shortest side. Go to that side, put a pulley or a loop or any stick to get the string to go around, and then put something so that the string goes up above everything, and then you can just go to the pulley on the other side, and you're golden. You're golden. My curtains, I'm still waiting for the slide project. Oh, go slide. Almost ready. Perhaps a nice DIY inspiration for all you makers. Ooh, what's this? I don't know this. Slide project. Oh, Indiegogo. I can't watch the whole thing. I just have to slide. Oh, jeez. Oh, Rob just made something like that too, with the curtains to slide them open. And it's for those kinds of curtains, right? Yeah, there's a good way to do that. Check out Rob's got a video, and then there was another guy. What was his name? Shoot. It was good. It was very good. Nice. Rob's got a funny pose. Not that one. Where'd it go? 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 Was it these? No. These. Oh, so yeah, it was in here. It was this one. So that's something similar to that slide. And I think hopefully he references the other guy's video in here too, because there was another guy that did something similar. Whoa, that's a lot of parts. I can't remember where he... I'd have to look through my favorite videos. But anyways, there was another guy that did a curtain system like that that worked really well, and that's kind of what Rob went with. So it looks good. Looks like the Xiaomi smart curtains. Yeah, maybe. We don't have any curtains like that in my whole house. Wait, maybe we do. Yeah, never mind. We do. We just don't open them. I guess that's it. There's nobody local. Nicholas, there's nobody there that has a 3D printer. Man, I tell you, I have to agree. It has gotten amazingly cheap. Maybe I should get one of those. Maybe I should get one of those Ender printers just to see how hard it is to put together, how well it works, yada yada, just to help new folks. But there are a lot of 3D printer gurus that make videos about setting those up and stuff like that. But the Pro versus no Pro, you know, James, I'm not sure. What's the difference? I don't know what the changes they make that make it a Pro are. Suspect it would be best to have bearings. Yeah, of course. Sure. To prevent rubbing over time. Yeah, yeah. It would be best to have bearings. It would be best to have something that spins. But if it can't, if it can't spin, you know, probably not the end of the world. Let's see. James is asking me a question here. What they think is better and what filament is best for most projects. Oh, so for you guys that have the Ender, does anybody have the Ender and not the Pro? The Ender 3 and not the Pro? And then as far as filament, James is asking which is filament's best. So PLA Pro, I get all my filament from Amazon. And in fact, I just bought some more like yesterday or something like that. So this is the stuff I use a lot. Now the Ender may use a different size. So I use 3mm filament, and I think probably more common is the 1.75mm filament. But as far as brands go, eSun, I've bought a lot of eSun. They've been great. This PLA Plus is really good stuff. I mean, it's really good stuff. I'll turn my camera back on. You can see how these parts all turn out. This is because of my big extruder, right? So that's why it looks like that. But as far as just like the quality of the filament, it's nice and shiny. It's really durable. I mean, it's medium flexible and really durable. But I've really been very happy with this PLA Plus or Pro or whatever it's called. I like it a lot. And I have used ABS in the past. And ABS has its place. ABS is nice if you want to make it shiny, if you want to do the acetone bath and make something smooth, so for like a statue or something. But ABS can be really brittle. So these are super strong. Like it's actually, especially with my extruder, it is really hard to break these things. It's even hard to cut them with like a pair of clips, you know, to cut pieces. It's really hard. I will add a link. You betcha, buddy. Thank you, Basher. I will add a link. I'll give you a link of this right now. ABS stinks. ABS does smell bad as well. PLA smells good. ABS smells bad. So I think PLA is better, especially for beginning. It's better for strength. Another of the positives for ABS is that it's much more weather resistant. Like it won't warp in the sun and such, where PLA will. PLA will melt and twist and stuff if you put it on your dashboard, but ABS won't. Did I see all the comments about checking the 3D printers at the local library? Oh, no, I haven't. Oh, is that what people were saying up here? Hatchbox PLA. I've used Hatchbox. I've used Dork too. Let's do 3D. Really, you shouldn't. I wouldn't pay more than $25 for a roll of filament. So, and you can see most of them, you can get them a lot less. So Hatchbox, I've used Hatchbox. I've used Gizmodorks. Oh, looks like they had a new design on this. I've used Gizmodorks. This looks like Amazon Basics is not getting good reviews, but I used 3 rolls of Amazon Basic in the last month and it's been working fine for me. But Gizmodorks, eSun, and this new Amazon branded filament have all been good for me. Yeah, Amazon Basics is good. PETG for heat applications. Oh yeah, PETG. I haven't used PETG, but that's good. That's a good idea too. And PETG, the temperatures for that stuff are similar to PLA, are they not? I used HIPS a bit too. HIPS, because HIPS is kind of ABS, but not quite. It's a little bit different. ABS for strength temp, yeah. PETG is a balance between PLA and ABS. Oh, good. 3D printing is another rabbit hole I'm not prepared to go down right now. I'm still dealing with other Home Assistant related stuff. Yeah, I can understand, Nicholas. That's why I wanted to at least talk about that, the idea with the dowels, so somebody could use a dowel and not have to do that. I don't have it prepared yet, but I will prepare it and we'll show it off so we can have a non 3D printed version. But I would really think, if it's possible, and I don't know how realistic this is to expect, but if it's possible, I wouldn't mind, or I would like to be able to like package this stuff and say, okay, you know, and I'm not doing this to make money. You guys know that. But I'd like to be able to, you know, be able to say to somebody who wants to do this project, you know, for whatever it is, $5, $10, I don't know, just let me know and we'll send you the parts, you know, or even all of us that have printers pitch in together to help the guys that don't have printers that want to do a project to be able to do it. But save your pennies, man, because that Ender 3 is so cheap. It's so cheap. And somebody actually reported back, James, if you look up there, somebody did say what the difference is on the Ender 3 versus the Pro. And it had something to do with the power supply and something else. So Pro upgrade. Oh, it's got a magnetic build surface plate. Oh, that's cool. And a UL certified power supply. Magnetic bed. That's interesting. So what do you use magnets then to hold your parts down? Oops. You use magnets to hold the parts down? Magnet build surface, provide all-around protection, build plate, easy to remove. Oh, it probably, I'm a dummy. It magnetizes to the base, not to the parts. Just getting started with HAsIO. Any good videos or docs on YAML? Really struggling with formatting. Complete noob at programming. Okay, Tim. Let's see. I don't know that there are any. Maybe I should do one, huh? I've said that for a long time. Yep, the formatting can be tricky. I don't know how best I don't know about a video, but generally those are simple-ish things for folks in Discord. If you're trying to do something and you can post what you've tried and post it in Discord, usually somebody can help you figure out where it's wrong. So go do that. But you know, what I did start doing, I said I was going to do a basic install, start from scratch and do an install and kind of video it through the whole thing. And I did about 3 hours worth of filming the other night of that. And so now I can kind of go back through it, but I'll go through I'll walk through some YAML and make it a part of that. But I haven't yet. And I don't know if you guys know of somebody who has a good YAML, syntax tutorial. That would be, helpful for somebody. So Ender has issues with leveling the bed to perfection. You know what though? I don't know. I don't level my bed to perfection. And most of what I do, I don't do for real precision. I want a prototyped part and I want it fast. Gotcha, Frank. Gotcha. Changes. Great. Good. Okay, I will. But I still do a YAML. Things that don't repeat names, just use foo. For things that are list, repeat names using dash foo. Yep, that's a good one. Nicholas has got a good pointer for you there. Oh, good. Here we go. Paul's got something for you. Paul's got something for you there. But so as far as the bed leveling is not critical. It's important, but it's not critical. Like I remember when I started 3D printing, I was scared. I was afraid of my 3D printer. I was afraid that something was going to happen and that it was going to get, messed up. It was going to create some binding and break some parts or whatever. And what I found out is it's pretty hard to break. At least mine has been pretty hard to break. Things like bed leveling. The worst thing that generally happens is you start doing a print and it fails if something's not right. But bed leveling is generally not too bad. I haven't re-leveled my bed in months and months. So it's not that critical. If you want like super precision, like, this Luma sent me a HAswitchplate case and you can't even tell it's 3D printed. So he's got his stuff dialed in like beautifully. And so that's different. If you wanted to do that level of stuff, that's different. And yeah, then, things like exact bed leveling and exact extrusion rates and Z's and all those things need to be really precise. I'm kind of more of a big picture, big strokes kind of a thing. I want this thing to print. I want to design this and then I want to print it out in 15 minutes and I want to test it and see if it works. And I don't care if it looks like, if you can see all those lines and, maybe it's got a little bit of scraggly stuff there, whatever. To me personally, I don't care. I just want it to work and I want it to be strong. And that's what matters to me. So I had an issue with the 3 because of leveling the bed. Really? Well, I guess if your bed's not level and your tip, your hot end kind of grinds into your bed, that could be a problem. But Maker Muse YouTube channel gives good tips. There you go. What OBS software do I use? Streamlabs. Yes, Nicholas, I use Streamlabs OBS. You got it. You got it. When the bed's not leveled, it may poorly stick. Yep. And it can mess up the whole part. That's right. So, it's important, but I just feel like I haven't had problems with it. I level my bed and I let it be and I don't have to do anything else with it. It might be that maybe the mechanism that mine has for keeping the bed level is different than other printers. I know I have had mine where it was the bed was not level. And so my tip was kind of pushing down, but mine's kind of on springs even. So it's a little forgiving. The bigger the build plate, the more crucial leveling is. Okay. I've just been fortunate. I think it hasn't been a problem for me. Like, some of these newer printers, the big, they talk about, auto leveling and how great auto leveling is. And I get auto leveling would be nice, but I just don't level every time. I don't know. I'm a slacker. Ender springs may be a little bit too loose. Okay. And that may change when the printer shakes a lot. Okay. Yeah, maybe I guess it would be more of a problem if the mechanism that keeps the bed in place is a little loose and, can change on you. I just feel like mine doesn't ever change. So, but if you're, depending on how the printer is built and if the Ender 3 has that issue, then maybe that's an upgrade to work on. I can't imagine that there's not an upgrade that would make that better. The whole key to getting things to stick is level. One is the bed. Wipe down the bed with alcohol before each print. Even finger oil will prevent sticking. Man, I don't do any of this. Bed leveling is fairly important. You got it. Lowesbot printers were lucky as they have a manufacturer designed well, but can be really frustrating things for other printers. Yeah, that's probably true, Paul. I think you're probably right. Shouldn't tell everybody that bed leveling is not important, but springs on Amazon for the ender for $8. Oh, good. Hairspray. People use glue sticks. Again, my bed has a what's it called, Paul? PIE? No, because that would be pi. PEI. PEI bed. And it's, nothing sticks. Or, sorry, nothing sticks. Everything sticks. So I have a sheet of this stuff that goes on the bed. And I don't have to do anything to it. Every once in a while, I'll sand it a little bit. And that's it. But PEI, put this stuff on your bed, and you don't need hairspray, you don't need tape, you don't need glue. So, do you use anybody else use this on like their ender? I am live, Pyro Slow Motion. You're right. I've had to replace mine twice. ABS, you heat the bed a lot for ABS, and when I heat the bed a lot, over time you start to get bubbles underneath this PEI layer. So I've had to replace it. But since I started I haven't done anything but PLA for a year probably now, and I haven't had to mess with my PEI since then. So can stick too good to PEI. Yeah, that's true. The other stuff, I used some flexible stuff, some flexible filament stuff, and that sticks too good also. So you might need to put something on there. Hey, Kevin Costner. What's up? What is your Twitch channel's name? It should be the same, I believe. I think it's DrZzs still. Yeah, /DrZzs. And I'm even live. Look, there I am. Not even hardly a delay. So back to the blinds for a second. There's another thing I wanted to talk about, and that is the servo. So the pulley thing was one important aspect that I wanted to fix, make a pulley that's better than using the pulley that comes with the tilt mechanism, because it just wasn't quite sending the strings in the right direction. Things are binding up. And then I wanted to get the strings above the rest of the mechanisms. Those were important things. But those I don't think were mistakes. They were just improvements. I think if they're, I would almost have to say that the servo thing has a mistake. And the mistake is the servo is constantly trying to readjust itself. So what happens is it doesn't usually move the blinds. The servo does the tilting. And when the servo tries to adjust itself and put itself in, it kind of double checks where it is. Let's do Costner's thing. Here we go. This for you, Costner. Thanks for subscribing.
Here we go.
We'll let the squirrels do their thing for a minute. Have I found, so back to the servo thing for a minute, and then I'll answer, there's a couple good questions here about like the wind, how fast it goes and stuff. But the servo, so the servo tries to make sure that it's in the position it thinks it's in. So if you've ever taken apart a servo, I had never taken one apart until the other day, but it has a motor, some gears, a motor controller, and then a potentiometer. And the potentiometer, I guess, gives some feedback from about the position of the servo to try and keep it exactly where you wanted it to be. So talking to some people, they said if you take out the potentiometer in the servo, then it won't try and readjust. And that's also what people do sometimes when they want to get a servo to spin 360 degrees instead of like the ones I have, they only go 180 degrees. So taking out the potentiometer is something that was recommended, since some people said to try. So I did that. I took out the potentiometer. Let me show you my So I've got it here still taken apart because I did a whole new outside the blinds setup last night. So this is the servo that I took apart, and you can see in there that there is no longer a potentiometer. The potentiometer is right here now, and it was connected to these leads right here. Can you see those okay? Not really, it's kind of small, but it was connected right there. And then it goes up in there, and then when this is turned a little bit, you know, servo decides where it is. So I tried to take it out, and I don't know for sure what the problem was because this was like 1 o'clock last night, 1 in the morning. But when I hooked all this up and turned it on, first thing that happened was the servo spun a little. I don't know how far it went, but it spun a little bit and then it stopped. Like, okay, so I'm tinkering with the other parts of it, and then I go to try and adjust the servo, you know, where it is, and it's not responding. And then pretty soon I look at my power supply and it's like blinking, and I touch the servo and it is like red hot, like fiery melting hot. So I'm like, holy cow. So I pull the power wire out. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if it bound up in there. I don't know what it was trying to do or why that happened. But at least my first attempt at removing the potentiometer to make the servo not try and readjust its position failed miserably. Like we almost had a magic smoke escape event last night here in my office at 1 in the morning. And the problem is it's because I just don't like hearing the chirping. If we don't change something in the way that the servo is, according to what I put in that video, if we don't change something, the servo is always chirping. It's always just barely trying to adjust, and it just makes a little bit of noise, you know, and it's just kind of annoying. I sit right here next to it, and it's just kind of like, meh, 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 meh. Like, that's annoying, right? Nobody wants to hear that. So I tried this as a solution. I don't think that's going to be the solution unless I figure out that I did something else wrong. Maybe I put the gears back together wrong, and maybe that's why it came apart. The gears are just right here. It's really cool, actually. The insides of a servo are really pretty neat. Anyway, I don't know for sure what to do about that yet. And maybe the servo's not the thing to do. I don't know. What do you guys think now? If I could choose, these are some fun questions. Is there a duck in my servo? Quack, quack. It sounds like it. Something's chirping in there. Need a pot, just pull it out and it will spin. Yeah. Stepper instead. I think Kevin's right. I think what we got to do, I want to combine what Rob did in his video about the tilting with that cheap stepper, like $3 stepper motor. I want to combine that with mine. So I've got the lift mechanism down, but I think something else needs to do the tilt mechanism. It's too bad that this didn't work because it was such a simple solution. It's just, why does it have to chirp? Why does it have to try and readjust itself? Can't it just go where it is and stay there? You know? And one idea that Rob gave me too was, what if you stick a relay in the power line right here so that you adjust the blinds, you tilt them, and then you open the relay and essentially disconnect power to the servo. It's not going to try and readjust after that. It'll just sit there. You can still go up and down all you want. The only reason I am hesitating to implement that is because it's a whole nother component. You know, now you're talking about a whole nother relay that's got to have power, that's got to have a GPIO pin, that's got to have ground. You know, it's just like, I don't know. I would rather have it be easy. Probably need to build in a way for the ESP to sleep in between commands, but then you'll need a way to wake it. Maybe another ESP with a relay to short the first one. Yeah. Anyone any ideas why I can't access configurator on part? Oh boy. But of course it displays the window twice. Not a big issue. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, Paul. MOSFET would be silent instead of a relay. What MOSFET? Oh, a MOSFET instead of a relay. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe that's a good idea. Okay. I'll have to think about that. I haven't used those very much. I have played with them. But maybe that's a good idea. That might be better than a relay. Relay is simple, but that might be better. I just want it to be simple. I want people to be able to just, get a few parts and put it together without a lot of extra knowledge. So, I was disappointed. I was just bummed that the servo didn't work, but maybe the stepper's the way to go. Maybe the MOSFET instead of a relay is the way to go. I'll try that. I'm sure I've got some around here somewhere. Slight drift. It's hard for the stepper to hold its position. You think the stepper would have a... Oh, it's hard for the servo, probably what you meant. Simple as a relay. Oh, so the configurator is on the ingress now. Oh, good. So that's, oh, good. I haven't tried to implement any of those things now. Right? That ingress meaning like your add-ons will work when you're using the remote. Like you don't have to have a separate port open and that kind of stuff. That's awesome. I know some of you guys sent me your relay or your stepper motor, the guys that have ESPhome. I want to use ESPhome too. I want whatever the solution is for this, for the blinds and stuff, to keep using ESPhome because I like ESPhome a lot. I like it very much a lot. Oh, here we go. Frank says, an option to add add-ons in the side menu will appear in Home System 0.92. Oh, cool. Is that this week? Frank? Is it? I can't remember when it is. Open Web UI will now open in Ingress. That is so cool, Timo. That is so cool. Hey, Carlo. Man, everyone's working on blinds. I feel like it's going to be an easy step-by-step project soon. We'll get there. We'll get there. It was funny. We've both probably been working on it. Rob was working on it a long time ago. I've wanted to do it for a long time, and then we were both kind of just parallel working on it. And it's nice we have a little bit different solutions. Can you use ESPhome for your D1 Mini and HAswitchplate? No. I think if you're going to use HAswitchplate, Matt, just go with what Luma has done. Just stick with what Luma's done. He's made it pretty easy. I wouldn't try and change it or make it, do it with ESPhome. I know that it'd be nice to not have to use MQTT, but that would be the only advantage. And there's so much that has gone into making that HAswitchplate as good as it is and work as well as it does, that trying to rework it to use ESPhome instead would just probably not be worth the time. So just use it as is, I would recommend. I love my HAswitchplates. I use them every day now. Every day. Don't go blind doing it. A bit off topic, and nothing's off topic, right? Nothing's off topic. I want to do an automation that opens home lock when it recognizes my face in a security camera. What do you think? Good idea, bad idea? How hard is it to implement? It's a great idea. It's a great idea. All right. Nicholas. Oh, I like how you say Nicholas. Here you go. This is for you.
Here we go.
Welcome aboard. So as far as your name, as far as the face recognition thing, I'm hoping, and I've got 4 more of these ESP32 cameras on the way, and I'm hoping to find a way to use facial recognition with those cameras because they should be good for that thing. I mean, you can even run those things off battery reasonably well, and they'll certainly be good for doorbells and some of those things. So I think it's a good idea. I'm going to print a photo of your face from your Facebook and take your TV. Yeah. Frank, I hope you don't know where he lives. But face, it's not a bad idea. It's a great idea. And I think that's where we're going. And we're getting there. Who knows? Maybe by the end of the year, we'll have some, me or Rob or somebody will have some video project that you can follow easily and do it. I would like to use something, ESPhome plus something like, I don't know, Facebox, TensorFlow. There's a few different ones that have it that I haven't. Is that true though? Pictures easily bypass facial recognition? I guess if you have a single camera, right? So it's not the same as like on your phone. I thought there was some depth to it, but I don't know. If a picture can easily override the facial recognition, then yeah, I guess it's a bad idea. But especially if you're like using it to lock your house, and because if Frank really wants your TV, Maybe you've got a nice one, you know, and Frank, maybe he needs one. It'd probably be easy for somebody to sort of know who you are, get a picture of your face, and use that to open your door. But I don't know much about facial recognition. I'm just learning. My phone doesn't do facial recognition. I have a iPhone 7 from like 16 years ago, it feels like. Don't let Home Assistant open your locks. Yeah. Yeah, I know Google and Amazon Echo, they usually don't respond to commands that include open. If you say, or unlock. If you say open this or unlock that, they say no. Frank needs more Grey's Anatomy. Oh, random question. Random question. What? Let's see. This is the one we need for that. I'm a newer to Home Assistant in the DIY game in general. I'm finding that there aren't a lot of projects I can follow living in an apartment. Do I have any recommendations? Good question. Yeah. A lot of the things that you can do if you're living in an apartment are probably things that are obviously removable. So things like, instead of putting a light switch in the wall, use the bulbs, use the smart bulbs. So, and then you'll just have to keep your light switch on, but the bulb can turn on and off and change colors and stuff. Same thing goes with things that you plug into the wall. You can't put a smart receptacle in and leave it there. So use the plugs that have, you know, we've been working on a lot of these 2U plugs and stuff. Use those plugs to be able to take them out and move them around and stuff. Plugs like, I don't know, because it's probably been a while since I bought any, but anyways, I think you know what I'm talking about, right? Those round ones. Your system is huge. Well, Kevin, there you go. Kevin's got your system for you. He can tell you about his. Amazon will unlock your door, but it asks for a 4-digit passcode before it'll do it. Oh, that's good, Josh. That must be new. I think that's new. Because there was a time where it was just like, I'm sorry, I can't do that, you know. So but that's great. That's smart. Another one. What's best way to play MP3s from local via Alexa? Have Alexa text-to-speech working. Has anybody been playing local files through Amazon Echo? I have not been able to. I don't think it can. I think what you might have to do is, and I don't know if they're even doing this anymore, but there was a time where Amazon will let you upload your own music files, and then they could sort of serve them back to you. So that might work. But otherwise, I think you'd have to use a different kind of media player. I've had trouble. The reason that long ago I had, I still use it, but those videos about Volumio. Remember Volumio? It was a Pi operating system essentially that was just fine-tuned for playing music, and it would just set up a music server in your house based off this Raspberry Pi, and it could take files, MP3 files from anywhere in your house, you know, on other computers and stuff, or you could put them right on that Pi, and that has a good integration into Home Assistant that you can use. And so I was using that for MP3s that I wanted of my own that I wanted to play. I was using it off of Volumio. So that's a simple solution. It does require, you know, another Raspberry Pi or another device. Ooh, that might be another one to ask. That might be another Proxmox container. Making the garden smarter? Gert, I'd have to rely on somebody else for that. I am one of the world's worst gardeners. I cannot get anything to grow. I can't. Yeah, I agree with you, Thomas, or Seamus. I like your Discord name. I agree. I think I remember them saying that you have to, you know, get your music off. They were getting rid of that option. So, oh, mymediaalexa.com works with Alexa local MP3s. Oh, cool, Renee. Thank you. There you go. Is the bow and arrow going to be a part of your automation? Oh, sorry. No, this is my little girls. They spent their allowance yesterday. They I don't know, they watched some cartoon. I think it was, like the Lego Elves. And so they got excited about bows and arrows. So they did some extra chores yesterday, and then they spent all their allowance for like the last several months to buy these. They're very excited. All right, Maninder, let's do some more squirrel dancing for you. Yeehaw! Anyone got experience with Zemi Smart Roller Shades motor? I do not, but I can put people to sleep. Somebody asked me, time to buy the Hunger Games books for the girls. Oh man, my poor girls. My girls are so sweet and so innocent. I don't want them to know anything about the Hunger Games for a while. Have I already flashed a Sonoff with RavenCore code? RavenCore code? I've never heard of RavenCore code. What is that? What is that? I did. Oh, we should talk about that. Let's talk about, I'm getting squirreled here again. Huh? RavenCore. Oh my gosh. Can I spell? How about if I try and spell? Sheesh. RavenCoin? Winter is coming. Is that some sort of a Game of Thrones joke I'm missing? I swear you can still see squirrel poop. Yeah, that's what I tell my kids nowadays. It is squirrel poop. Oh, you did put a link up there? Okay. Oh, it's the link above? Wait. RavenCore wallet. I don't know anything about this. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about there, man. Sorry. No. All right, just send me the link again. I'm sorry, I missed it. You sent me the link. Okay. Let me look up here somewhere. I'm missing so much in the chat. I always apologize. I feel so bad when I don't get to answer what everybody's talking about in the chat. There's just too much. So answer each other as often as you can. I don't see it. Oh, you know what, Costner? It probably blocked it. It probably wouldn't let you. It did. Sounded very Game of Thrones-ish. Yeah, it did. Is that tonight? Is Game of Thrones restart tonight? Really? RavenCores use Sonoff with Apple HomeKit, as I understand. Oh, cool. You tried it once. Okay, Jacob tried it. Okay, good. All right, thank you. There we go. Now we got it. Okay. Huh, interesting. And so then what it does is just gives you, oh, that's very cool. That's very cool. All right. Awesome. Well, we'll have to give this a go. That's pretty cool. Thanks for the heads up. I had not heard of this. I don't use the HomeKit really, but that's great that somebody has put this together. Now, we've been talking about this in Facebook and Discord and such, but the Sonoff has their new basic R3 now. Basic R3. And here's not enough tech. Who is this? I know this guy, right? He's here in our community somewhere. But anyway, so they're putting out, they've got a new design, which I kind of like. We'll have to see how it looks when I get my hands on it. And they said they were sending me some. But the best part here is that they've got what they're calling DIY version or DIY mode. See, does he talk about it here? Yes. One of the features is coming is DIY mode will be added in the middle of May. So it will make use of REST API, which will make it easy to integrate into Home Assistant. Somewhere they included in their media here, they had MQTT at one point. I don't think they're using MQTT. I think they're going to just use the REST API. But either way, we're going to be able to use Sonoff's local only, right? So Shelly, Shelly company has been doing that for a while, thanks to Rob and other guys for getting that implemented with them, talking to the Shelly guys and saying, we really want, MQTT, we really want local only control. We don't want to have to use anybody's servers. If most users are going to use your servers, great, that's fine. But for those of us that don't want to, give us the option. It's very simple for you to give us the option. So please do it. It's still going to call home to China. Well, this one, the REST API might, but I'm pretty sure though, I was reading this, the actual press release from IT, or the actual information from IT. And I got the feeling that it was going to be, it was going to not need the cloud anymore. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, it's on. She said she was sending it to me right away, and she asked if I would do a video about it, about the DIY mode on the day that the DIY mode goes live. And I said, yes, you bet I will. So I should get one of these R3s in my hot little hand here before too long. And then on the day that DIY mode goes live, we'll do a stream like this, and we'll tinker the heck out of it, and we'll figure out how it works and what it takes to make it happen. Okay. But universal DIY. Yeah, so I thought it didn't have to. I mean, I don't know enough about REST API. All right, John. This is the only one. Oh, let's do a new werewolf for you. Squirrel. Thanks for subscribing. Anyways, yeah, this will be pretty cool. This will be pretty cool. I say flash it. And how to block it, yeah. We'll have to flash it. There's a Home Assistant compatible touch switch. Does that mean Smart Sonoff T1 to control the blinds? You know, I've seen some people trying. There is a so Dennis is asking about a touch switch to control blinds. There's a touch switch that I saw that you know, has an up and a down and a stop. I haven't tried it. Maybe I need to ask Rudy to send me one so I can play with it, but I haven't tried it. I'm sure that's not all you need to control the blinds. It's going to have to be something else, but that's the best I can tell you. Yes, there's a switch that exists, and yes, you can put Tasmota on it, but I don't know for sure what it does or how well it works. It will allow you to use local in addition to cloud, not instead of cloud. Well, we'll have to see, Idaho. I hope so. I hope it's, you know, instead of cloud, but we'll see. Oh, so what this motivated me to do. So I saw this, that this was available, or that this was coming. Look at this, all these. Anyways, they, oh, it looks ugly. That looks ugly. I guess it looks better than the other one, but I don't like that. Anyways, so I wrote to the lady that we met at CES from Tuya. She was like a media rep, something Tuya. So I wrote her an email and I said, hey, you know, Shelly and Sonoff are, as far as in our community, it's Shelly, Sonoff, and anything Tuya, essentially, right? I mean, those are the big ones. You got Z-Wave and some of those maybe Zigbee stuff like that. But for me, at least, those are what I use and what I've used and what I will continue to use. And now with this, we've got Shelly and Sonoff that are giving, all right.
What is this button for?
That button's for donation. Thank you, Adrian. What is this button for? Anyways, so I wrote to the Tuya lady and I said, hey, are you going to catch up? Are you going to do this? You know, everybody else is giving us DIY mode, local control. You know, it's going to offload your servers. It's, you know, going to help, it's going to help us. We don't have to worry about, you know, replacing your firmware and all these things. So, and of course I said, I'll help you spread the word. Thank you, Adrian. You're a good man. Did Tiger win? Is it over? He did, huh? I knew he was winning. That's good for him. Good for him. It's a nice redemption story. Crazy that he went bad for so long there. ESP32s have capacitive touch built in and is supported by ESPhome. Easy to integrate a wire connected to a small conductive piece of metal. You touch the to activate the switch. That's really cool, Paul. Have you done it? I haven't done it. I want to try it. I think I'm getting to the point right now where I'm running out of D1 minis because I've got probably 20 something of them around the house, but I'm running out of my supply of D1 minis. I think I'm going to start making the transition to 32s and just use 32s for everything instead of using the 8266 boards. What do you think? I think there's going to be a lot of reason to do that, and the price is not much different, you know? What is it, $6 or something maybe for an ESP32, $8 maybe, when you're going to pay $4 or $5 for a D1 Mini, and it's so much more capable with the ESP32. So, all right. So somebody asked me a question up here. Do you think this works the same as the magnetic door lock? Oh, Sorry for the spam. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Zwers. I didn't see what you posted there. Yeah. Don't expect UL listing. Don't expect UL listing from Sonoff. We should have already seen it from Shelly. Have we not yet? They said they were going to do it. I don't know. If I buy IKEA bulbs, do I need a hub? I don't know. Oh, Robin, thank you, man. Thank you. What do you want for squirrel? Do you want some squirrels? Do you want a drum roll? Do you want an explosion? What should we do? Let's do this for Robin. We're just going to do this magic. Thank you, Robin. Thanks for your support. Somebody asked me earlier. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Are you guys hearing that through the desktop? You guys hearing his things? I hear it. The flashes just keep going. Shelly was gonna be UL listed, I know. They were on their way to that. If you want to automate the IKEA bulbs, you do need a hub of some sort? Okay. Without the hub, there's a great project. Oh, there is something on GitHub. Oh, okay, cool. I can't remember what I was talking about now. It's a great tool to distract the doc. Some magic smoke effect. I have a magic smoke effect, something like this. That is so much louder than everything else. I should warn you guys before I do that. Sorry. I still want to do some more. I've had fun with these little effects, things flying in and out. I gotta do some more. By the way, there are no permanent light switches for apartments. Search for SwitchMate Snap-on instant smart light switch that listens. Oh, cool. Thanks, Joe. Somebody was asking about the apartment. There you go. That's for you. My head is shining. My head is shiny. I shaved today. Sunday is a shave day. So you guys always see me at my best. Non-permanent. Gotcha. I shave it and then I kind of wax it. Let's all donate. Oh gosh. Well, that's what somebody asked. Okay. So thank you. I always appreciate it. You know, guys, that's wonderful. And I love that. Thank you. Somebody asked, how do I, if I could, this was a question from like 20, 30 minutes ago. Somebody asked, and I saw it, but I didn't answer it at the time because I just forgot to. But what I was going to say, somebody said, if I could just do this all the time, would I stop doing medicine? I think I would. I think I would. I think this is just my fun. You know, this is what I would normally be doing anyways, with a little bit more time put into making a video, but I actually enjoy the video making too. So that's not really a burden. And then I get to hang out and do stuff like this. You know, I've got like thousands of new friends that all love the same, that all like to do the same things I like to do. So if I could just do this all the time, I would. Now, at the same time, I wonder if there is ever a situation where your primary source of income can continue to be always only enjoyable. Is that a long roundabout way of saying that? You know, we have, I've been told, and I think you guys have, and I think I might have said this, it feels like I've said this before, but that we have been told, you know, find a job that you love and you'll never work another day in your life, that kind of thing. I don't know about that. I think you got to separate your job from your work, or from your job from your work, your job from your fun, your job from your hobbies and stuff. And if you are whatever it is that you're doing, if you have to do it in order to make a living, then at some point you're not going to want to do it. Once what you love becomes work, things change. That's what I'm saying, Kevin. I think that's true. I'm certainly not in that phase when it comes to all these projects and YouTube and stuff. And it's probably because it's not what I do for a living. It's just nice. What? And no boss? Yeah, no boss would be nice. Well, except the boss would be like YouTube, or like, you know, how do you make your bill payments and stuff like that? So anyways, my plan is not to give up medicine. I hope to start to slow down as the years go by and do less and less of that kind of work and more of this kind of stuff. Just stuff I like doing, just stuff that's fun so. Oh, Markin says his main job is income is enjoyable. He makes things for disabled children. You love your job every day. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I made a living out of my hobby and is still doing it for over 12 hours a day. Well, you're a lucky man. You're a lucky man. And that is great for those people that it happens for. But man, I just feel bad trying to tell my kids or other, younger people that that's what they should strive for, only because if they don't achieve it, then are they going to feel like they failed? Or are they going to flounder around for years and years trying to make money, doing art or something, right? It's hard. It's hard to make money doing some things. If your hobby is inherently something that other people will pay money for, like coding or something, or, real good graphic design, things like that, maybe. Sure. But man, so romantic. What's the agenda? I don't know. We got squirreled in a bad way. Somehow I got onto the philosophy of choosing your career or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, I'm happy. I like what I do for money, and I like that I get to do this for fun. So, and as years go by, those two things will I'll start to do less of the other stuff and more of this kind of stuff. Do I like video games, Basher? I do like video games. I don't get to play video games nearly as much as I would like, and that's not so much an outside influence as it's. I like to be productive. I used to play a lot, but now I've been just doing this. Like I'll put the kids to bed and I'll sit down and I'll tinker with all this stuff. I'll start playing with servos and these things, and I'll stay up until midnight or whatever doing that instead of doing video games or something. But I still would like to play more, but I just don't take the time anymore. You need a button pad just for effects. I have one, Shane. I do have one. I have this Stream Deck that Frank made me buy. Wait, what's this? Not to spam, but this is on sale for 4 hours. Oh, what is it, Shane? Oh, good. Yes. Show it. What is it? Oh, good. Oh, that's a good price. Here you go. Do this. This is an affiliate link. So Amazon makes even less money when you use that one. That's probably that's a good price. Yeah. Less than $7 a piece. That's a good price. I've got a basket full of those things though. 8 of those, much safer than the Sonoffs. These things here, these things are nice. Yeah. And as long, you know what though, the interesting part about this will be, are these, when you get these, my hope would be that because these are on like this flash sale, they're trying to get rid of them. Hopefully they are older firmware, because you're going to want to put Tasmota on these and not just use their Tuya app or whatever. So did I purchase this item in December? No, I didn't. No way. Not this one. Really? Does it say that? It does say that a lot, but not this time. Have I played with load sensors? No, I haven't, Antonio. You mean like power sensors or like weight sensors? Where's the affiliate link? Did the affiliate link not show up? Oh, it's blocking my affiliate links now. What the heck, man? Restream. Restream gives me grief. Those don't seem to be power measuring kind. Yeah, I doubt it, Quindor. How you doing, man? By the way, I didn't see you there. Yeah, I don't think these are power sensing. I would seriously doubt it. ESPhome has a component for it to weigh stuff. Oh, that's cool. No, I would like to though. I would like to. There are some neat things you could do with that for sure. All right. What? Zoxo. Frank, dude. Thank you. Do not have to do that. I very much appreciate it, but man, that is amazingly generous. And Zoxo to you too, my friend. Ah. Well, what? Oh, you know what? Let's do the what did you do for Home Assistant this week in honor of Frank and his generosity. Let's take a moment and everybody start spamming what they did to improve their Home Assistant this week. That's a great question Frank posed to us all a couple of weeks ago, and I really like it. I like that question. So let's answer it. What do you guys think? What have you guys done this week to improve Home Assistant? I will show you, well, because I know that there's a delay, so it'll be 30 seconds or so before you hear that. In the meantime, I will pull up my Home Assistant and I'll show you what I did, because I did something that I've been needing to do for a long time with my Blink cameras. New computer, VirtualBox, Proxmox, awesome. Zero tier, great. Set up VM on Proxmox, awesome. Fixed your camera streaming. Oh, cool, Carlo, good. So do you do it with like a Google Chromecast or something like that? Nabu Casa and Google Home. All right, Eric, awesome. Changed RPi to Proxmox. Oh my gosh, the Proxmox people are like, what are all these new downloads coming from? Made a new component. Oh, nice, Timo, thank you. Did you post that? Is that now part of Home Assistant? Try Frank Zero Tier add-on. Anyone play with the Wise Art? Is it out? David, is it out? The Wise RTSP, is it out? Oh my gosh, if it is, we need a link. We got to look at that right away. Formatted the output of your ultrasonic sensor to indicate a percentage full of your sump. Yes! Love it. Anyone looking for a pre-flash Zigbee MQT stick, user Smarty11 on eBay sold me mine and works great. Oh, cool. Awesome. You don't use Home Assistant, just added a smart plug to your bedroom lamp and works nice with your Google Mini. Well, that's good. You know what? That's good. I was talking to a friend yesterday. We went skiing. That was my first and only ski trip of the year this year, so my bum is sore. I spent a lot of time. Very frequently, the mountain came up and hit me in the back. Anyways, we were talking about smart home stuff, and he's not a guy that's going to get in and tinker with, configuration files. And so what I told him is just buy whatever plugs and switches you want, and everything's going to work with your Amazon Echo or your Google Home, and that's all you need. You don't really need much else. Unfortunately, nothing, Greg. Oh, well, there's still time. Set up a Sonoff RF bridge with OMG and added door and window sensors throughout the house. Nice, Glenn. Nice. ESPhome as a side tab. Very nice. Does buying a 3D printer count, Steve? It absolutely does. Added the Decons stick to your setup. Oh, what is a Decon stick? Just in the USB, and it's where it ended. Worked hard to ingress support for add-ons. Yeah, Frank has a whole nother category because Frank gets to report on what he did for everybody else's Home Assistant instance this week. And working on the ingress is major. Thank you for that. Moved ESPhome from Tasmota. Wow, did you do all your switches from ESPhome to Tasmota? That's crazy. That's good. Does anyone have issues with timers and time in Home Assistant? Maybe a little bit, Searing. What you looking at? What's the matter? If you already know JavaScript, the function Node-RED is great. It's my go-to if you can't figure something out. That's cool. Installed Proxmox, plucking up the courage to move from Z-Wave devices. Decons. Oh, I missed that. Man, this thing just flies by so fast. That's what happens when you ask everybody to... Oh, Decons is Zigbee. Oh, okay, cool. You have to load the Wise Beta firmware first, then use the Wise Beta app. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to do that. I'll do it. I can't do it during the stream this time, but I'll do that. We're going to have to do another stream on that real soon. Real soon. Wise with RTSP. So do you have it working, David? You were able to get the Wires Cam streaming to your Google Home Hub. Holy awesome. That is fantastic, David. Hey, are you in Discord, David? Because I would like to make sure that I can get this done, and so I want you on backup if I need to ask somebody if I can't get it working. Migrating everything over to Proxmox as I follow the stream. Nice, Jerry. Good job. Another stream tomorrow, real soon, right? I mean, I would love to do another stream tonight. Something though. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. Anybody else having issues with the lights turn on via the floor map? Oh no, I haven't done that. Martin, I haven't done it. New subscriber, that means more squirrels. Thank you, Richard.
Here we go.
If I get off work early tomorrow, you bet I'll stream again. Anybody else having issues with the... Oh, somebody already answered that one. Moved from Node-RED from what? Okay, so now let me show you what I did. So I have all my cameras here, right? And there's Zoe. Hi, Zoe. So I've got all these cameras. I've got different kinds. This is a Amcrest. This is... Let's make sure we can... Oh, yeah, we can see it all well enough. This is a Pi Zero camera. This is a Pi Zero camera. Oh, you look at me up there. Hi. Okay. But I have a lot of these that are Blink. See these Blink cameras? A lot of them are Blink cameras. Well, what one of the problems with the Blink cameras is that they don't update very often. And until I did this thing that I'm going to show you, I had to... Oops, something went wrong trying to reload the page. Oh, Restream chat died on me. Distracted there, sorry. So what I did was I set it up so that I could use this interface to get new updated pictures. Look at all that laundry. My wife saw that I was showing you that. She'd be embarrassed. So now when I click on it, it opens big. But then if I click and hold, oops, let's go out here. If I click and hold, see that little circle pops up? Okay, so that now will shoot a new picture. And then there's two things that you have to do if you have Blink cameras to get a new picture. You have to take the new picture, but then you also have to refresh all the pictures in Home Assistant. So that requires another service that's Blink update or something like that. So that's what happens when I push and hold this guy. Or I can't remember if I push and hold or if I just push. But anyways, so now that happens, and so in a minute here, this will refresh. So to make that happen, I had to go in here and add some things to this. This is what I had to add: the hold action to call service, trigger camera, and then the name of the camera. So now I can get updated pictures. And then this one, I had call service. Oh wait, what happened to the name of my service? It's not there. It was working, so it must have been there. Blink update. Save. Okay. So now I'll have to do it. But anyways, so when there's my little contribution, right? My little contribution for what I did this week is I did that. The ESP camera link you used in your last stream for Motion Eye is short-lived and seems to reset. Oh, really? You mean my link, like the affiliate link to buy it? Oh, look, there it is. It updated, but it's still just as messy as it was before. I love your theme in Home Assistant. Is that what you did for your most recent video? Oh no, this is a theme that you can download. There's a whole bunch of themes on the forums. Actually, go to the awesome link. Go to maybe Frank or somebody drop a link to the awesome page that Frank set up. That's where I got all these themes, and then you just put them in a themes folder. You put a little, something on your front end themes to look in a directory, and then you can choose from different themes. And so I can very easily change to a different theme right here. What we did in the last stream was different. That was this theme maker where you could change things individually. So it's almost like, thank you, Frank. So it's almost like you can do it like live. So you can change something. You see if that's the right color. If you don't like that color, you change a different color, stuff like that. And it's your birthday, not Mystery's birthday? Huh? Oh, you're James's son? Oh, James, as in Jafterdark James? How's it going, man? Tell me your name again. I know your name. I know your name. I've said hi to you before. I can't think of your name right now. I'm sorry, man. Do it live? Do what live? Do this live? Like customize a theme? Oh, gosh. Yep, Jafterdark's son. All right, man. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming. Happy birthday. How old are you now? I'm guessing 12. 12, 13? What cameras do I recommend 360? You mean like a 360 view camera? Holy cow. I don't know. Robert Blake, what are you using on your garage doors now? D1 Mini or Sonoff? Sonoff SV. I only have one garage door. Unsure if I'm going to use a D1 Mini or a Sonoff. I have a bunch of both in your drawer. Then you know what? Either one. Honestly, think you could, if you had, well, it's tricky. I don't know. I like the Sonoff SV. It's cheap. It's easy. My wife's is broken. I don't know if the Sonoff died or what. It just keeps disappearing off of my Home Assistant. It's just not working. And I don't know why. And I've tried it a couple times. I just go and I unplug it and plug it back in and then it works again. So I don't know. But one thing I started to do was I actually worked on, you would really like to hear DrZzs sing. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's get the kid. You're 15. Oh, awesome. Should we get I could get my kids to come up and sing a birthday song. We have a birthday song we like to sing. You can use a Sonoff Basic as well. You just need to separate the relay from everything else. I'm getting squirreled bad. What did Frank say that was going to make me sing? Might be even lucky. Might sing on your stream. I'll sing it. I'll sing you a birthday song. You bet. Before the end of the stream here, we'll sing you a birthday song. Okay, we're getting close to the end here. Anyways, actually, let me put up the giveaways. Let me put up the giveaways. We can start working on this. Hopefully, this will work. Stinker. All right. So let's make it the last 15 minutes. Okay, so if you guys are chatting, this should start to populate. If it doesn't start to populate, then we got troubles right here in River City. So far, I don't see anything popping up. Man, am I getting squirreled or what? Huh? I cannot. It's not working. Why not working? Why no worky? Oh, there we go. But ordinary users, okay, I guess that's fine. That'll work. Stickers, stickers. Oh my gosh. That's great. That's fantastic. Stickers. What are stickers? Yeah, we're going to do some stickers. We are going to do some stickers. All right. So where were we? Anybody idea? Anybody remember? We're going to do no, wow, gosh, now I can't even remember his. We're going to do no mysteries. Happy birthday thing. All right, not mystery. You get these squirrels. Sticker timeout. No way. It should be a bunch. It should be a lot more than 12. Maybe it just takes a minute. I totally forgot what I was talking about, though. I was talking about some good stuff. But yeah, I got squirreled. Way squirreled. Isaiah. Thank you, James. Isaiah. All right. Oh, I was in here. We were talking about things I was doing. Oh, look, you can see my salt level is still shrinking. Oh, and it actually changed colors because it got to the range above 0.3. So my salt level is getting lower. So that's awesome. Except it's not awesome. It means I'm using a lot of salt. 55. Okay, that's a little more like it. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, though, there was another thing that I did that I was going to tell you about. The garage door. Thank you. Thank you. And Risto, yes, I'm going to send you your stickers. You can apply again. Sure. Martin gets the where squirrel. The salt level thing is great. Squirrel stickers. I need to get some squirrel stickers. Oh, gosh, I keep thinking of all these cool things I was going to do. Okay. First, let's talk about the garage door. Then let me talk about Discord emojis, okay? And then we'll get the kids up and we'll sing happy birthday and we'll do stickers and stuff like that. All right. So what I started doing, I want to make an ESPhome garage door sketch that would be, that would use the Sonoff SV. So I started tinkering around with it, and the trick is like which are the right pins and stuff, and the ESPhome documentation is pretty good about that. But what I want to do is get an ESPhome sketch for my garage door opener. And since Janice's Sonoff SV seems to be on the fritz, I'll make a new one and I'll use ESPhome. And I'm even going to try and like implement this whole automations in the sketch idea instead of relying on the connection to Home Assistant. Because maybe that's the problem. Maybe her Sonoff is working, but there's a problem with it, you know, dropping out and not connecting with Home Assistant sometimes. So if the automations were part of this, then it wouldn't necessarily be required for it to always be connected to Home Assistant. So that's on the horizon. That's coming. Garage door stickers. All right, so now let's look at Discord real quick because I wanted to. We have the ability, the means for having Discord emojis, like cool Discord emojis. So we're gonna look at. Oh, you guys have been sent. I haven't had Discord open, so you guys have sent me a bunch of stuff. Oh, James, did you really? Is that what you did? Did you do that? How reliable is the power supply? Maybe that's it. Maybe it's not very reliable, Kevin. It's just some phone charger, 5-volt, something or other power supply, you know. Okay, so let's do. Oh, cool. Thank you, Paul. All right. So in the settings of Discord here, I'm popping through Discord here on the other screen real quick. Server settings, emoji. So here we can upload emojis. Don't let your memes be dreams. Add up to 50 custom emojis that anyone can use on this server. Animated GIF emoji may be used by members with Discord Nitro. I have Discord Nitro, not everybody does. Emoji names must be at least 2 characters long and can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscores. Emojis must be under 256 kilobytes in size. So let's make some emojis, dudes. Let's make some emojis. I'm going to try and upload one real quick. Just see if, what do I have that I could use? Where are my squirrel things? I should have some squirrel pictures here. I thought they'd be in the Stream Deck, but maybe they're not. We could start with this one. Wait, did that work? Upload emoji. Is that small enough? Oh, I did it. Okay. Great. Let's upload another one. Let's upload this one. All right, now we got that DrZzs one too, Ring Bear. We'll have to change the name here though. We'll just call this one. We'll just call that one DrZzs. We're gonna call this one the Smoji. Okay, so I've got them. So start chucking some stuff at me. As you know, you do it in Discord or whatever. You don't have to do it all right now. But if you guys have cool stuff, the add-on emoji. That's right. We need that one. Oh, look at all these. Okay, so I'll go back through and do that. And I wonder if that's something that some of our mod friends here, like these red name dudes, can throw in there as well. So let's do it. Let's throw some in there. And I was gonna show you too. I did a mock-up. This would be a fun little mock-up. I made. We'll have to do this one. Alian did this little squirrel. We'll have to do that for sure. We'll have to do it in some different colors too. And then I did something like this. I'm gonna do something like that as well. So, anyways, so that's what we're gonna do. Well, let's start making some cool custom emojis for Discord. So, all right, computer, tell everyone it's time for sign off.
Announcing.
It's time for sign off. I think it's just D, Nicholas. Oh, it worked. There you go. Do you think a Sonoff SV will work from inside a PC case? I don't know. I think so. So, like, somebody was commenting on the video for the blinds that they felt like it would be like a Faraday box or something, and you wouldn't be able to get a Wi-Fi signal because that's a little metal channel, and it doesn't impede my signal at all. So, woo! Thank you, Josh. It doesn't impede my signal at all. So, would it work from inside of a PC? I think so.
I didn't do any.
I know, it's okay.
I didn't do anything.
Okay. Hey, guess what, guys? We have a special. Thank you. We have a special event today. One of our faithful dudes in our community here, Jafterdark, his son is right here. His name's not Mystery. His name's Isaiah, right? Did I say that right? Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Did I remember right? Anyways, it's his birthday. And so we are going to sing him our birthday song. It's your birthday. Hope you have a happy one, that one, okay? Okay, so we have a birthday song that we sing. It's tradition in our family. I don't know that everybody sings this or knows this song very well, but we're going to sing it for you, okay, Isaiah? This is for you. Happy birthday. Ready? It's your birthday. I hope you have a happy one. It's your birthday. I hope your day is really fun. Golly, Isaiah, you sure are looking fine. Happy birthday, it's your day to shine. Good job, good job. Happy birthday, Isaiah. Okay, let's do stickers. Ready? Should we roll for some stickers?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to roll for the first round of stickers. Here we go. Drum roll, please. Oh, thank you, Adrian. Roll it.
JD.
Who won? J Dooling. J Dooling. That is one scary picture, my friend.
Look at my eyes.
So send me your address and we'll get you some stickers in the mail, all right? Family Tradition. That's a fun song. I don't even remember where we learned that song, but we learned it a long time ago.
It's this one guy that he
was like
did
a guy
bunch of crazy songs.
And he came to the library where we used to live in Virginia or something like that. Look at you in your makeup. Oh my goodness.
I was crying, so
You were crying, so it ran a little bit too?
Yeah.
All right, let's do another one. You ready for another stickers?
3, 2, 1.
Zanulo. How's it going, Zanulo? You have won. And of course, we got to send Isaiah some stickers, don't you think?
Definitely.
Yeah, we got to send Isaiah some stickers. So, James, I'm pretty sure I have your address, but make sure with me. Send it to me again. And we're going to send Isaiah some stickers too, because it's his birthday.
Yeah.
And he spent his birthday here with us. So, is that everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
We did stickers.
You have to do the
We
sign
did
off.
those. We have to do the sign off. That's what we have to do. All right, guys. Anything else?
Wait.
Last seconds things?
What kind of talk should we do in the sign off?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Remember, we have to do different kinds of talks. What kind of talk should we do? Should we do like a funny accent? Should we do like...
We should do it slow.
We should do it really slow?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it really slow. We're going to do the really slow sign off this time. You ready? As always, thanks for watching. Adios. Until next time. Adios. That was fun. All right, guys.
Next time we should do really fast.
Happy Sunday.
As always, next time, adios.
Okay. Have a great one, guys. Thanks for being here. See you later.